Hey there guys, it's Deirdre from Vegan Delight, and today I am going to be talking about something that will probably only interest women. So men, you may want to turn this video off and check in with me next time. So we're going to talk about menstruation. I had a question asking me if I work out while I'm having my period. Do I train while I'm having my period? So I always train when I have my period. I don't I can't remember the last time I didn't work out because I had my period. So my period lasts like 3 to 4 days. It's very heavy. And for some reason, it always seems like my long run I have to do while I have my period, which is brutal. So today I have my period and I have to do my long run. And like yesterday I did a 93-kilometer bike ride and I had my period. And but it was just starting, so it wasn't too bad. But today is like the day, and so my legs are aching because of the ride yesterday. So my glutes, my hamstrings, everything's aching. And then on top of that, I have the discomfort of having my period, so feeling a little bit extra achy because of that as well. So it's hard to say like I think it's more from the biking, but also there's a little bit from the period as well. So with the long run, I'm gonna have to stop halfway because I'm gonna have to change my tampon because there's no way I will get home from my run, an hour and a half run. And for some reason, when you're running, it's like getting the stuff moving. So I've come home like with my pants drenched with you know what, and that is not fun. So I remember once my husband was sort of like coaching me I was prepping to do, I think it was a half marathon. And so I had to do like an hour and a half run. And so he had the car and he was, sort of like motivating, driving by me because I had to do a tempo piece. It was really hard. And I had my period. And then when I got to him and I sat in the car, when I got up, the seat was covered in blood. It was terrible. So I now stop halfway. So I've picked a Tim Hortons at the halfway point. I'll go in there, I'll get changed up, I'll have my apple juice and a little bit of water, and then I'll continue my run and I'll be okay. And I always find like going out, motivating myself to go out when I have my heavy period. I feel like right now I do not want to go, and to top it off, it's raining outside. But once I get out there, it doesn't really matter. Like once you get moving and you warm up, it's not really bothersome, and when I get home I actually feel better. So it's always been like a positive experience for me to exercise while I have my period. And then again with the bike, like if I have my heavy period on the bike, I don't really worry about leakage and stuff, even if I'm out for a couple hours, because your bike shorts have like this thick padding, so it's like you're wearing a huge maxi pad. And then I still race when I have my period. I don't worry about that. I mean, an Olympic distance race that's going to take over 2 hours, like you're looking at more than 2.5 hours really. Depending on how fast you are, it could be a little bit less, could be a little bit more. And I just put in the super tampon, and then when you're in the water, you don't have to worry about the bleeding. And I just race, and again you have a thin pad on your tri-suit, so if anything starts to leak, you have that to catch it. So yeah, I still race, and I used to like give excuses. Like I remember I did a 5K once and I didn't do bad, and I called my coach and I was like, do you think it's because I had my period that I didn't do bad? And she's like, no, it's because you didn't lay it on the line. And so I used to always use that as an excuse, but like I learned now, after having some good races on my period, good training days on my period, that using the period not to work out or not to perform well is just an excuse. So I don't know. I know some people may have like a crazy period. I've heard of these crazy periods where like they have to stay in bed and I don't know, they take medication and stuff. I don't have that experience. Like since going vegan, actually eating a plant-based diet, I don't even know sometimes I'm getting my period. Like I used to get so moody and I would have cramps like for a couple days leading up to my period. I have no more symptoms like that. Plant-based diet has completely like taken away all of that yucky PMS stuff. So like I feel really lucky that I got got into the plant-based diet, and then that also shows me like how healthy it is for you and how good it is for you. So yeah, I think that everybody should exercise while they're on their period. Like, let's say you have a 7-day period, like you don't want to go like 3, 4, 5 days without working out. You're gonna feel like crap. So I had a lot of clients actually doing the personal training that would ask me or cancel their appointment because they had their period, and I was like, oh, come on. So, you know, I don't think you should be scared if you're not working out on your periods. Like, you know, just try it and see what it's like. Like, I always feel better moving my body and getting going. So another problem, since like we're here, that I have is when I'm running and it's like a certain time of the month it happens to me. It's not every time I go for a run, is that I leak like a major amount of fluid. And it's coming from inside of me, like inside my uterus, it's coming out from there. You know, at first I thought, well, maybe I'm peeing, but it didn't feel like I was peeing. So that it's actual fluid coming out, and I guess the bouncing action is like releasing this fluid. So sometimes it's like if I'm wearing shorts, it's like soaking down to my socks, like it's splashing off of me. It's so much. And so I went to my doctor. I asked her, like, what is this? Have you ever heard of this? She did not know what I was talking about. And I, since then, had started wearing a tampon when I would run, especially when I run intervals because I'm running so hard. And so instead of it leaking out of me, it's just filling up the super tampon, and now I don't have a problem with it. Once in a while, it's a little too much fluid and it does go through the tampon as well, but so I don't know if there's other women out there that have this experience. Like, let me know what is going on, if you know something about it, how you've dealt with it, and you know, I would be really curious to know that as well. So yeah, that might have been too much information, but I thought, like, I searched the internet for this, like I was looking for some information, like, does this happen to anybody else? And I couldn't really find anything out there, so I thought I would like share it, and maybe someone else can connect with me on it. So I guess that's it about the period. You know, get out there, work out, even though it's that time of the month, no excuses, get it done. I am gonna go get it done right now, and I will see you guys on the next video. So if you like this, press the like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Otherwise, I will see you on the next video.